After intense speculation and lots of pontificating by tech pundits, Google has made it official it's going into business with HTC. But instead of buying HTC's phone business outright, Google has signed an agreement with HTC, a leader in consumer electronics, to hire a team of HTC talent to join Google as part of the hardware organization. These future fellow Googlers are amazing folks we've already been working with closely on the Pixel smartphone line, and we're excited to see what we can do together as one team. The deal also includes a non-exclusive license for HTC intellectual property. The announcement, made by Rick Osterloh, who heads Google's nascent hardware division, notes that his company has been working closely with HTC since the early days of Android. Notable devices from those early days include the T-Mobile G1, the Nexus 1, the Nexus 9, and the Pixel. HTC is expected to be manufacturing the Pixel 2 for Google this year too. The financial details are a bit more sedate, $1.1 billion in cash, than the $12.5 billion Google paid for Motorola back in 2012. It appears that HTC will continue to operate as an independent entity, both as a maker of VR hardware under its Vive division, and as a smartphone maker too, though in what capacity remains to be seen. HTC CEO Sher Wang said in a press release that her company is preparing for its next flagship already, and that this positions the company well for the future. The move gives Google non-exclusive access to many of HTC's most valuable intellectual property, allowing it to iterate on future smartphones, likely in the Pixel line, for years to come. It also paves the way for developing future Pixel phones within the company itself, ensuring even more control over the hardware and the Android software. It's also believed that Google is working on its own silicon for the Pixel line, with the aim of eventually pushing Qualcomm out as the SoC provider in its flagship phones. For HTC, the $1.1 billion amounts to a bailout of sorts after its revenue continued to dive in its most recent quarter. As good as its HTC U11 flagship has been received by the media, it hasn't sold well, and HTC has been looking for months to divest itself of some of its excess in exchange for a much-needed cash injection. Google, which relies on HTC's design and manufacturing facilities to build its Pixel phone, was likely the best suitor, since few companies want to take on the maintenance-intensive manufacturing facilities that HTC has on its books. The deal is expected to close in early 2018 after it clears regulatory hurdles in the US and Taiwan. What do you think of this announcement? Should Google have bought HTC outright, or does this deal work in its favor? Let us know in the comments below.